What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Elizabeth, and this is The Joyful Sojourn, a community of people that love stationery and planning and doing things creatively. And if that sounds like it's up your alley, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Today, we are going to be setting up my July dashboard. I'm doing July because I wanted to play with this new sticker book from Amber Plans Her Day, and it's travel themed. And I'm going on a trip in July, probably not to the locations seen in the sticker book, but because I am actually traveling in July, I thought we could find some travel themed stickers to throw into July. So I'm going to be decorating my Plum Paper. It's an A5 size. I think it's weekly, daily, or daily, weekly priorities. And so it is a daily planner. It also has a weekly layout. I could also decorate the day that we're traveling, but I don't want to lose too much functional space. Although, let's be honest, well, we're traveling for a wedding, so I think I want to have a wedding theme on these two pages, I think. So yeah, I think it makes sense to do just a fun decorative dashboard, monthly dashboard. So, you know, it doesn't have to be for July if you're decorating with me. Just find a dashboard page or even a blank piece of paper and we will decorate together. So we're going to do my July overview. Plus, I'll be all set for July because I think June is going to be bananas. And if I can get a head start on planning, that's a good thing. Before we jump into the creative play part, let's actually flip through the sticker book because I have not done that yet. So this is the Amber Plans Her Day Explore More sticker book. This is releasing on Friday, May 23rd at 9 a.m. Central Time. And Joyful 10 will save you 10% off of your purchase. Amber sent this to me in advance to share with you guys so you would have a chance to get a good look at it and decide whether or not it is something that you'd want to pick up. So this sticker book has I'm going to read this verbatim from Amber. The sticker book has 9 different destination collections with scenes, smaller icons, boxes, lists to make a fun travel inspired spread. There's also 3 pages of travel related quotes. Ooh. Now I'm just going up to Seattle for a friend's wedding. So we'll probably try to find the most neutral of destinations for this. Oh my gosh. So pretty. So I'm not even going to try to accurately name all of the locations, but I will say that this looks like Greece to me. So we've got some clear stickers of some beautiful bleached buildings with blue, that's white, the bleached white with the blue rooftops images. And of course, we've got some of those lemons. So that to me looks very Greek to me. Yeah, then we've got some icons for Greek. This is very pretty. I love that we have these bigger stickers and then we have the smaller ones. So you can create a scene and then supplement with additional little flourishes. I think that's really, really nice. And then we have our functional boxes that are going to go with that collection. Next up, I want to say this is Italy, maybe. But again, very pretty images, watercolor vibes. Love that we have like the big stickers and then the smaller ones to supplement. So she's giving us a really nice kind of format for the sticker book. Big deco stickers, smaller supplemental stickers, and then the functional stickers. Next up, ooh, 3 for 3 so far, guys, right? This must be France because I see the Eiffel Tower in there. Big images. Oh, my husband's home. He's about to come in. So if you hear noises, it's because he's opening up our detached office. So we've got our big images and then our smaller images. Then our functional boxes. Hey, babe. Sorry, my planner supplies have taken over your desk. All right. Ooh, this looks like maybe Thailand. I should probably stop guessing at this point because once we get into the Asian countries or like the Pacific area too, I tend to forget. and not know where I'm going. Although like this looks, I don't know, that looks, I guess that could be, I would say Thailand. Then we have our boxes. Ooh, this is fun. I didn't notice this. So I like how she really, makes good use of her sticker sheets, because we've got 3 different stickers stacked here. I'm gonna have to take this guy off. Oh, bummer. Lost one of those. This looks like the Southwest, maybe Arizona or New Mexico. Then we've got or Mexico. We've got our smaller icons and our boxes. This, I don't know where it is. Nepal, maybe? No, that can't be right. I mean, I just see this big mountain and I think of the Himalayas. Oh, you know what? Maybe is that Canada? Maybe it's Canada. It's Canada. Y'all, I should just be waiting for the second deco sheet before I make any calls there. So we've got Canada, our deco boxes, somewhere tropical. These are very pretty. And these are all of the deco stickers are on clear sticker paper. We've got our clear additional pieces, our functional boxes. Oh, this reminds me of home. So we've got California, Hollywood, Route 66. This actually looks like a stretch of road in Santa Cruz where I'm from. This is not the boardwalk in Santa Cruz, but we can dream, can't we? We've got the Pacific Coast Highway there. That looks like New York, maybe, or just more around the US, I guess. We've got our boxes. Okay, so these general travel ones are probably what we're going to use today since there's no theme for Seattle. Love the big airplane. We'll definitely be using that. And hey, babe, that box right there, I bought a second one. Right there. Look on my... Oh, yeah. Perfect. Thanks. He keeps stealing my... What is it? Is it a USB-C converter? Or what is it? Hub. He keeps stealing my hub, so I just splurged. It was like 44% off cheaper than the last one. It's the same exact one, yeah. So I bought him another hub. Because this is like my creative desk, but we also have corner desks where we have our like computer setups. So he always comes over to my side and steals my stuff. So we'll use these stickers, these kind of general travel ones, because I love the luggage and all that. And I think that'll be nice for this spread. We've got our functional boxes and then tons of, looks like clear quotes. These will be fun to play with today. So travel is the only thing you buy that makes you richer. Investment in travel is an investment in yourself. We travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us. Never stop traveling. Never stop exploring. To travel is to live. Travel has a way of stretching the mind. But first travel. Travel more worryless. Let's travel the world. Roam free and explore. Explore more. I like that. I like the use of fonts there. Explore the unknown. The world is yours to explore. Go, see, do. Is that all one sticker? Let's get a good look at that. Yep, that's all one sticker. Let's go somewhere. Life is a journey, not a destination. Adventurous calling. Escape the ordinary. See the world one trip at a time. Wanderlust. Adventure. Let's run away. Go where you feel most alive. Not all those who wander are lost. Life is better in the adventure. And last one, my travel bucket list. I just did a spread in a traveler's notebook. I might need to do one in my Archer and Olive and use this sticker. Travel bucket list, places I want to go. Collect moments, not things. It is better to see something once than to hear about it 1,000 times. Ooh, that's good. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Jet lag is for amateurs. Enjoy every moment. Take me anywhere. Wherever you go, go with all of your heart. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Take a trip, free your soul. Every picture tells a story. Dare to live the life you've always wanted. So that is the Explore More sticker book. There are 30 sheets in there, right? 30 sheets. And $22 plus shipping, but then the Joyful 10 discount code will save you 10% off of your purchase. So we're just going to get my July dashboard set up. And I don't think this is going to take very long because I do like to leave things pretty functional. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to need functionally for July, but I know I'm going to want like our flight information. I'm going to want maybe a packing list. I don't think I'm going to want, kind of played around with some stickers here. Don't look, don't look. I don't think I want to do that on my dailies. So I could also make a page in the back, but I think I want this dashboard to be where it's at. So let's go to the kind of general travel vibes, this kind of collection. And because we have a large airplane, maybe this is where I put all of our travel info. And then I give a nod to this theme over here with the monthly functional stuff. Because our trip is only a small fraction of the whole month of July. So I don't want the whole thing to be about the trip. I want a dedicated page for the trip. And then this still needs to be functional for July. So we are going to, I kind of like this jumbo sticker. So let's just rock and roll with this guy. We are not traveling the whole world, but I love this sticker. It kind of feels like an alcohol ink blot, but it's the whole map, the whole world. So I think that that is fun. And let's make sure we have a bone here. This is a paper folding tool, and I just use it to press my stickers into the page. So if you're using clear stickers, always press them down with something with kind of a sharp, straight edge, because that's going to help remove the air between the sticker and the paper, and it's going to make that sticker actually like more punchy. It just, yeah, just much more vivid. Let's use the airplane as well. I love how large it is. And because I'm only planning to do like flight information, I think, maybe I'll do like a don't forget packing list, or maybe one of the boxes over here can be for packing. I'm okay with kind of creating mostly travel plans page here. Let's add some functional boxes. I very rarely use boxes, but I think, or colored boxes, I typically stick to black boxes, but let's maybe do like arrival and departure here. I'm trying to rotate this guy. And actually, I'm wondering if it might be nice. Well, let's keep them clustered. And I think I want to add a layer of a quote up here, because I think we need like a pop of black. That's the thing with, when it comes to using functional boxes, I like to use black because when I'm writing in my planner, I'm using black ink. And sometimes if you have a spread that is all color with no black anywhere other than your pen, it doesn't look as cohesive. And so I try to add black decorative elements to help the black pen when I'm actually using it, to help kind of meld it all together, bring it all together. And I kind of like the, oh, they're all separate. Honestly, that's actually quite nice. I thought that these were all one sticker, but the Go See Do is individual, which means you can put them however you want. You can put them on different heights if you want to. I'm going to do C right in the middle just to make sure that this is centered. So, and what's cool about doing this on this particular planning page is I've got lines that I can kind of line this up, line up the stickers with. So see how that kind of added, there was no black in the images and the boxes. I chose to use the colored boxes. So I need to add black into the spread so that when I start using black pen to actually write things down, it looks more cohesive. Now, I wonder if, I don't think I have any, I wonder if I have a stamp. I don't know if I have any travel stamps. I can write like arrival and departure, but sometimes it's nice for it to look cohesive. So let me just do a quick, ooh, and we could maybe add some texture with some stamping. But let me first see if I've got any travel stamps. And if I don't, that is giving me permission to, oh wait, oh, yay! You know, I kind of wondered if I did. I was about to give myself permission to shop for a stamp set that was travel focused. But this is from Alt New. It's a little bitty stamp set that says arrival, departure. You've got these functional stamps and like a little airplane. And they're teeny tiny, but this will bring in some black, and I don't have to write it down. I don't have to write the header myself, which I think is really nice. So we're going to use my VersaFine. And you know, maybe I'll even use black ink to add some splatter, black splatter, just to add more black into the page, because I just think it looks nice. It looks nice when we add black. I've got a teeny tiny little block here, which I think could be the perfect size. You always want to try to find a block that is similar in size to the stamp that you're using, just for more control. So this one says arrival, and I'm just lining it up to the grid. It's always helpful if you've got a block with a pre-printed grid. So we're going to dab that guy up, and I'm going to do a little sample blot. Yep, this is going to be awesome. So, and the question is, do I want, I'm going to do it in the upper corner. Arrival. Nice and clean and tidy, just the way that I like it. I feel like if I had done it with my own handwriting, it would have been a lot messier. And I kind of like that clean header. Let's do departure. Oh, you know what? I probably should have reversed it, right? Arrival would be when you're going. Let's see if I can lift this up. And departure would be when you're leaving. My bad. So I don't want to re-stamp. So we're going to try to lift up the stickers and switch spots. And that actually worked pretty good. Oh, but you know what I don't like about that? I don't like the coral up against it. One bit, it's too much. I want this tealy color to oh, you gotta be careful. I'm not being careful. Now that my husband's here, I'm all hot and flustered. I'm all hot and bothered. All right, let's clean this guy off. And I mean, I guess, how do I want to pivot with this, guys? Do we have another? I don't want to waste I mean, that guy's, they're different sizes. The other stickers are different sizes. So I really do want to use this sticker specifically. This is what happens when you plan on camera and you're talking. You stamp the wrong thing. Well, I always like to try things right and to see how things work. And I think what we need to do is throw down some correction tape and stamp on it and see what happens, because that's essentially what we're going to end up doing here. So if I just stamp there, How does it perform? I mean, it looks like it's drying okay. So I think that we are going to go for it. I'm going to hope that I don't get black all over my paper here. We're going to wipe this out and try again. Better stand up so I can get a good perspective. Departure. It's a little faded, a little blurred, but it does work. So it's just going to be what it is. Okay, so let's move this guy out of the way, and then we need the arrival stamp again. I bet some of you were yelling at me, don't do it, do the arrival somewhere else. Also move your block. Let me stand back up. And arrival. I'll let those dry before I'm so tempted to touch that right there. Don't touch it. And then, I mean, we've got some lines here that we could use. And the little airplane, but I think I'm going to call it good with this set for now. I'll set it aside in case I'm feeling sassy later. So let's move that guy out of the way. Again, that was Alt News Travel Basics, this little set. And I do think that that is kind of nice to have a little bit of a header. I think a like don't forget or like notes section would be nice. So let's put a lid on this before I make an even bigger mess. Do we want to use... The only boxes she's not giving us here are the double wide boxes. But I could use a vertical box horizontally, right? That would be another option. If I wanted to go this way. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add this guy right here. My angle is all bad right now. Something about my setup is different today. Oof, oof. I'm not seeing things very well. Let's rotate. And I'm going to press this down because it looks like my correction tape was popping up. Let's throw down this guy. Right? No, we want to go up a little bit higher. Here. And I absolutely would like a black quote. And do we want to add another box? I mean, we've got room. I'm going to do it. I'm going to add this guy right here. And then let's add a quote. Quote down here. Let's travel the world, travel more, worry less. Let's go somewhere. So I'm looking, 8 times out of 10, I pick a quote based on the shape of the sticker, not what it's saying. So I know I need something kind of vertical to fit here. So let's see. Take a trip for your soul. Every picture tells a story. Enjoy every moment. I mean, that's pretty general. The every picture tells a story, I think, is good for memory keeping. I'm going to be printing pictures, so I want to save that one. Escape the ordinary. That's good. I wish this was a little bit bigger, the escape the ordinary. I think I'm going to go with the travel more, worry less, because I have a feeling that once we get into July, I'm going to be worrying a lot. And I'm going to be worrying probably about our travel. So maybe this will be a good reminder. And I can already see we've got tons of naked space here that needs some attention. So let's get to some stamping. Let's stamp some splotches down. This is one of my favorites. This is from Wintry Time Crafts, and I've used this a million times. I would love to see Lail by Mail. Oh, that's what I keep forgetting. Did I bring it in to the house? That is the question. Or if it's here. Give me just a second. I don't know if I have said it in a YouTube video yet because it's somewhat new news, but I've been chatting with Lail from Lail by Mail, and I've been using her stuff, buying her stuff, using her stuff, loving her stuff, and she gave me a discount code for you guys. It is an affiliate discount code, which means that she knows that I sent you guys over with that discount code, and I would earn a small commission off of your purchase. And it's a win-win for all of us. Sends more people to her shop. It saves you money, and it earns me a small commission, which allows me to keep doing this, to keep sharing content with you guys. So Joyful 10 is the new discount code for Lail by Mail. I'm obsessed with her stamps. What I was going to say is I'd like to see her do her version of a splatter set. Because I think that would be super rad. But what I wanted to grab was this guy. So if you are a disc-bound planner, a book-bound planner, well, not disc-bound because you could take your pages off technically, but if you're working on a coil or a book-bound situation, then, and you're stamping, it might be hard to get a really flat surface. I purchased this at Little Craft Fest. It's marketed as a pencil board, but really it's a stamping board. It is a nice thick piece of acrylic that you can put between your pages, and it gives you a nice hard surface for stamping. This tool and the stamping stylus, I think, are lovely from Lail by Mail. Regardless of what stamps you use, she's got a lot of great ones, but the pencil board and the stylus are so great for your teeny tiny icons. So definitely check those items out. I will leave Lail by Mail's website linked down below so you can check that out. But yeah, I'm a big fan, and I'm so excited to collaborate with her in this way to get some savings to you guys. I think it's just, yeah, really rad. So excited for that collaboration. Joyful 10. That's what you want to remember. So what I was saying was, let's just add like a little bit of like ink splatter. I feel like this could just add a little bit more pizzazz. Now I'm doing it in black, which means I'm going to want to be kind of light-handed with this because I don't want it to bleed. I don't want it to bleed onto the other side. And it's possible that it might, but maybe if I'm super light-handed, it won't be too bad. So I'm just doing like little blips. And I'm going to feel where the sticker is. There is not a sticker in this area. So I'm going to do a little bit. Actually, I need to relocate this stamp. Let's stamp this first. And then I'm going to move this. I don't have a block that's better shaped for this. So I'm going to move this on the acrylic block so I can get out of the way of that coil. So feel free to move things around in a way that makes sense to you. I'm going to drop this guy right here. And it's just adding like a little bit of something, something. These stamps were really the splatter vibe, the alcohol inks. These were my real introduction into stamping and just adding texture to the page without adding bulk to the page. And it really has been a game changer for me. I am a big fan of stamping. And then I started collecting alphas. Make sure to keep moving your pencil board so you've got a flat surface underneath. Collecting alphas and like date stamps because, you know, stickers can be expensive, and stamps are expensive too if you get the good ones, but they last forever if you take good care of them. And in the long run, you know, a $20 stamp set is going to last you much longer than a sticker sheet, you know? So these kind of, I gotta move this guy again, actually, and let's use our tweezers since this is already inked up. But yeah, these kind of texture type stamps are like the best starter, and then playing with alphas and then getting into icons and stuff. Such a fun way to play a little bit, you know? Now that, I hope that dot didn't bleed too much. So I want to put this sticker down, but I wanted to make sure that it was framed well with some splatter. So let's put one of these down here. And I feel like we're going to need something a little bit bigger. How about this guy? Just do this right here. And let's add another one of these guys. Maybe feeling for the sticker. Again, see how I'm hitting that? So I'm going to move this. This would have been easier on the smaller block, but that's okay. We'll just drop this guy right here. And let's see how the sticker is going to fit. I feel like we can do a little bit more splatter. Let's change up the shape a little bit. How about, I mean, this guy's pretty aggressive, this one. That might be a bit too much. But it could look cool too. Do we do it? I don't know. It's gonna be a lot right here. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Now that that's there, we need something here, but let's lay this sticker down and see how we're looking. Feel pretty good about that. I don't want it to run too much into the large splat. So we're gonna go a little bit lower. Kind of hard to see. I've got a storage unit underneath my desk, which prevents me from lowering my desk more. And I'm kind of short. So I've been noticing lately, it's like the desk is too high for me. So I might need to do some rearranging of my office so that I can lower my desk more, because I'm like, my shoulders are up trying to get up over the table. And I'm unable to lift my chair up higher. This was an expensive chair, and I'm increasingly disappointed in it. So I might need to get a new chair that actually raises pretty high so I can see above my table. Let's do another one of these guys. And this one's going to go off the page. So I'm only going to stamp like part of it. And I'm going to do this right here. And I think we need a little bit right there. So I'm going to, again, just do the edge and pop this right here. That got on the pencil board, so make sure you wipe off the pencil board lest you smear. And I think we need a little bit more splatter right there and maybe something over here. So let's do this little guy. Pop the pencil board over. The pencil board is a game changer. Like, I'm so glad that I picked this up. It was not on my radar at Little Craft Fest. And I was like, oh, I don't need it. And then I decided to just splurge, because when you're at a stationery fest where you can buy stuff in person, you tend to buy more stuff in person. And so it was kind of like a afterthought, to be honest. And now it's something that I use literally every day. So very glad to have it in my collection. Where do we want this guy? I could just, it's a bit linear. Maybe we'll just do it here, but I'll add another splotch. But this is fun. Like, I feel like it's going to be a functional page. And we haven't even moved to the other side yet. It's a functional page. It's going to look pretty. I'm going to enjoy, once I get to July, I'm going to enjoy looking at my dashboard page. And I've got plenty of space to write down all the things. So that's what I love about decorative planning and creative planning. It's just fun. So I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it quits on this side. And here you can see what that looks like. So I've got my space for arrival, the departure, and then these can be notes, like things I don't want to forget, or it could be the things that I know for sure are happening. So obviously we're going for a wedding, so I want to make sure I note when the wedding is. So the only thing, so there's the wedding. I know that we're going to have dinner with Josh's family. His mom's birthday is in July and they live in the Seattle area. So of course we're going to see grandma and grandpa. And so I know that's something that's on the calendar. And then I want to make sure that we catch up with our friends. Maybe we do like a meetup at a restaurant. Anybody who wants to see us can come to us. Esther has never been to Seattle. And, you know, I lived 18 years of my life in Seattle, and Josh lived his entire life in Seattle until we moved to Austin. And so we have people that want to meet, you know, our child. So we're going to do some sort of meetup. So maybe these boxes are for the like clearly planned things. The wedding, a dinner meetup with all of our friends and family, and then birthday dinner for Josh's mom. And that information goes here. So that's like the essentials of the trip. Now over here, I still need, and I think we're all dry at this point. Yeah, we're fully dry. That's what I like about the Versa Magic, or excuse me, the VersaFine, the pigment ink. They dry really fast and it's not smudging. The chalk ink dries well, but it does kind of on the offset kind of smudge a little bit like chalk would, and you don't get that impact with this kind of ink. So I do appreciate that. Now for this side, I want to continue the vibes, but not be explicitly for our trip, just kind of a nod to it because I still need my to-dos here. So I want to grab, maybe the luggage would be fun. Do we have different types of luggage? We have 2 different sizes of luggage, so that's cool. I love the postage stamps. So this is typically where I put like the task information, memory keeping stuff, or just journaling for the month here. And I've ebbed and flowed. This is a new planner. Obviously I started it in May, but I have like starting statistics and ending statistics. So that could be starting and ending weight for the month, starting and ending follower and subscriber counts on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, like kind of start of the month, end of the month information at least I'm putting here for May. I cannot anticipate right now what I would want. You know, maybe I'll still be doing that in July. I don't know yet. That's the one thing with decorating so far in advance is you don't know what's, you know, you don't know what you're going to be using things for. So I'm just going to lay down our suitcases just to pay homage to our upcoming trip. And I'm going to use both suitcases. They're the same color. They're just inverted. One's bigger, one's smaller. But they look like a twin set. And I love a good twin set. So that's fun. And I guess I won't have much functional space here, but that's not really a problem for me. So let's see, what else would we want to add? I think I want some headers. So we'll use some header boxes. And we have the smaller icons. I love the backpack. I mean, we could just kind of have a bag theme, perhaps. And I want to use these stickers for our headers. So let's just grab some of these like little guys. I'm going to grab this little postage stamp here. And then I'm going to use the smallest box here. I'll just throw that guy right there for our to-do list. And I do think a quote would be fun. Maybe one right here. And I could print a photo at the end of the month, or I have room because the photo printer that I have makes what, 2 by 3 inch. I could probably fit 2 here. So I think I want to find another vertical sticker with kind of a mix of fonts. Let's Run Away. I kind of like the Let's Run Away. So I kind of think that's fun. Let's see how this fits. I think that fits lovely right there. So Let's Run Away. And if I do memory keeping, that's appropriate. If I want to use this for like a packing list space, again, Let's Run Away, still appropriate, so that's good. And I want a header here, and then we'll do the splatter and call it good. So let's find another small deco sticker. I mean, I like the flip-flops. A little bit bigger, but that's okay. Too big? Are the flip-flops too big? I could do another postage stamp. But I think that's too much blue. Let's see, we've got our pink luggage. I'm not sure I like that. And I feel like I need to white out the line a little bit there. Oh, here are the smaller ones. Maybe we do a book. Or these flip-flops are smaller. Okay, so I'm going to do the flip-flops, but I want to drop them a little bit. So I'm going to take some correction tape. This Tombow, the hybrid mono correction tape, is a nice color match for the Plum Paper color. Like a really nice match. It's so hard to find a correction tape that's the same exact color as whatever planners I'm working in, but holy moly, these are like an exact color match. Well done, Plum Paper / Tombow. It's like they did it on purpose or something. I don't know. All right, let's add a box over here, trying to get it to be a similar height to the other one. And we'll go right there. And we could put, if there's a small quote, explore and adore. It would have to be a teeny tiny one. Let's go somewhere. Well, we've got the Let's Run Away. Escape the ordinary. How do we feel about that? Or, and so the adventure begins. Ooh, I like that one. And so the adventure begins. And I'm okay with it going a little bit over the suitcases, but I do want it within this box. Yeah. So we've sacrificed a functional box for deco, but that's cool with me. Okay, so I want to add some splatter on this side, and then I think we might be done. Here you can kind of see actually quite well the difference between a page without stamps and a page with stamps. And all this was splatter. And yet it just looks finished. Do you guys see what I'm seeing? There is something that just looks finished about it in the best way. So we're going to try to replicate that a little bit over here. Grab our pencil board, our Layo by Mail pencil board. 10 out of 10. And the cool thing about stamps too is you can write over them. They don't block off. You know, when you're using these clear stickers, unless you're using an oil-based pen, you know, you're blocking off this whole area functionally. But when you're using stamps, like I can write over where I've put an ink splotch, you know, like no issues there. So I really appreciate how you can play with stamps and not lose the functionality of your planning pages. Let's use this long guy, and I want to be able to maybe do like the whole line if I can here. Might be a bit long, maybe a little too long. So let's hold off on that guy. Could just do this one and then some splatter. Let's do that. So maybe go like right there. Do you guys have any fun trips planned for this summer? Are you leaving the country? Whatever country you live in, are you leaving that country? Josh and I, we've been married, well, August will be our 10-year wedding anniversary. And we have never left the country together. Is that true, Josh? Yeah, we've never left the country. Our wedding, or our honeymoon was in Hawaii. We went to Maui and Kauai. But yeah, we've never done an international trip together. So that includes, have we ever been to Canada? No, we didn't go to Canada together. So that includes Canada and Mexico. And those are like very doable, you know? But we have not done those. So I've been thinking a lot about travel and how I want to instill in Esther a curiosity for the world and a desire to travel. But I don't necessarily have that. I know that sounds weird. My brother has the big travel bug. I mean, he has been to so many countries. If you've watched the video collabs we've done together, you can hear all about that. But he's been to so many places. He's got that wanderlust kind of vibe. And that's just never been me. But just because it isn't me or hasn't been me doesn't mean that I don't want to instill that in Esther. And I've been thinking, like, if I don't have that, you know, instinct or desire, but I want to instill that curiosity and instinct in Esther, how do I do that when it's not something, you know, how do I cultivate that when it's not something that is a priority for me in my own life? And, you know, that just means we need to travel, you know, and to show her pictures and tell her about different parts of the world. We're not going to be able to take her to every place, but yeah, if you have ideas for ways that you can cultivate that curiosity about the world, even if you can't take your child to all those places, I would love to know your thoughts on that. How you've done that in your life with your children. Okay, so let's try to kind of do this guy coming down. What's cool about the splatter too is it's pretty darn forgiving because the point is that it looks a little messy. So if you miss stamp, I feel like you can't really tell, which I appreciate. I think we need to add a few more individual splotches. I think that's what's missing from this set is, I guess this one kind of does that, but like a stamp that is this size but has a greater variety of splat or splatter shapes. I want to see a little bit more variety here. Let's go like right there. I think we could. Make sure my pencil board is where I want it to be. It is not. So let's get that guy set up. It is blooming hot in here, guys. Have I said it yet in this video? It is 92 degrees outside, and we work in a detached office in our backyard that I had this conversation with you guys, I think in the fall or end of summer. I might have to start filming with a little fan on my desk, and you might hear the hum of it, but the heat is so unbearable. This becomes like it becomes an oven that I want to make sure that I don't like pass out in here because it's so hot. But I can't have the air conditioning on. It's just too loud. So I'm gonna have to find a way to keep cool and keep filming without messing with the audio quality. That is the hardest thing about this space. I'm thankful for it. My husband built it for me because he's the best. But yeah, the air conditioning situation is a challenge. Okay, do we want to add, I feel like we need a couple more big splotches and then we're done. And honestly, I am glad that this sticker book arrived when it did. I know it's May, but to have my July spread pretty much done, or my overview done, means I can start populating information. And I love that for me. I love that I can start to kind of get ahead and start writing things down. So that is a very good thing. Let's call it, I think. I guess I could add some words to my header. And then I gotta turn this camera off and turn on the air conditioning because my goodness, I am boiling. So I can actually flip this on its side now. Hope that I don't have ink that's going to transfer. Let's grab a juicy pen to match the juiciness of our ink spots. I'm just going to put 2 dudes here. Baby heading out? Yeah. It's too steamy in here, huh?
I'm done working.
Okay. I'll see you in a minute. It's steamy. It's steamy. All right, I'll see you in a couple minutes. So we have our to-do list for the month, and then what do we have over here? I just don't know how I'm going to use it yet. I'm just going to put note or notes. We'll just do notes because it's generic enough so that no matter where we're at come July, I can use this however I want. And then I think over here, I'm just going to do events. And don't forget, always tricky to write off the edge of the page, but all right, I think we're good, guys. Like, I feel like this does the trick for me. The only other thing I could do if I wanted to dress up the month of July text, I could, but I don't want to. So we are, wow, this is super satisfying. I think it looks really pretty. Let's kind of zoom in a little bit so you can see it. Oh yeah. So my dashboard in my Plum Paper A5 is all set for July. So I can start writing in it now. That's awesome. And it's May, you guys. Look at me being ahead on life. That's incredible. So the sticker book I used, again, this was the Explore More. Lots of locations to play with. And then you've got these general ones if you aren't going anywhere specific. And I think this is a fun sticker book. You can get it on Friday, May 23rd at 9 a.m. Central Time. Joyful 10 will save you 10%, and I will leave my affiliate link in the description box if you decide to pick it up. And that discount code works for any sticker books at Amber Plants Her Day. So if you're browsing around and you see something else that you like I wonder if her faith sticker book is sold out yet. It's so good. That's the one that had me crying like a month ago, flipping through it. But that was also Amber Plants Her Day. And if those are in stock and you haven't seen that sticker book yet, I would definitely check it out. All right, friends. Come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn. And if you want to hang out with me again, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, friends, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today. Plan your next trip, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.